Alright guys, welcome back to the reaction. Today we are watching some more Babylon 5. We're going to Season 2, Episode 18, titled Confessions and Lamentations. So, who's me confessing and who's me crying? That's the question this episode. Because confession, obviously something to be confessed, a secret or something important is going to come to light. And lamentation, it's like the expression of emotion, isn't it? Like, what is it? Like, it's like, what's the word? Like distress almost, like kind of sad for something, like grief, so like grief and sorrow, them kind of emotions, like feeling down because of something, expression of emotion. So there's going to be a confession which is going to be really important maybe, and then there's going to be an emotional response, either I don't know, just sadness or something's going to happen in this episode. Someone is going to confess and someone's going to listen and be very upset. That's what the title means. And now we got to try and figure out what the hell that means. Because who's going to be confessing? Is Kosh going to go down on one knee and say, I'm here for you, Sheridan. I'll tell you anything. And then a whole monologue starts and we learn everything there is to know about this entire show. Or is Sinclair going to come back from Mimbar and be like, I'm here, Sheridan? I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, there's going to be something in this episode, something important, confession, potentially to do with the conspiracy in Earth, potentially to do with the shadows, learning more like in the shadow of Zahar-Dam or Zahar-Doom, or just anything really, a confession from anyone. I don't know who it would be. Sheridan, what would he confess? It would have to be like a conspiracy group, so within like the Centaurs or within Earth, one of those two. Last episode was, what was it called? It was Knives, that was it. And it was the episode with the Centauri. Well, it was a focus on the Centaurs and on Sheridan. Mainly on Sheridan and this new, like, alien life species, which basically is like energy almost. And Franklin was getting really excited. But it's like it went into his mind, and off that dead body, he got it. And it was like showing him visions of it and everything. It was showing Sheridan visions. And basically just wanted to get home. But the way for it to get home was to go to, I think it was Sector 14 or Sector 12, where Babylon 4 was before, and where all the tachyons was going crazy. So I was so looking forward to Babylon 4. Like, I was praying, well, I was really hoping that it would be Babylon 4 that would be coming back up, and that entire mystery. I still hope it comes up, man, because that is such an unresolved, like, plot right there. Like, we had Zagreb saying, you're the one, not the one, not the one. Like, what's he on about? And obviously we saw Sinclair in the future with Delenn. So, like, what is going on? Is that going to come back up? It has to, right? And he said we were too late to warn them. So it's got to be about a shadow attack. If that's just not like, what's it called? A plot hole in the show. I hope not. I hope that does come back up. But it might not come up because Sinclair's gone. Because, of course, his actor had to leave. So unless his actor returned, that is a major plot hole in the show, which is really annoying because I really like that storyline. And I hope it comes back up. But there's so much more to this, man. Like the shadows and just learning more. Like, we know why Morden's cooperating, but like, why are the shadows using him? What are they using him for? Do they need someone human to do stuff for them? I don't know. Well, clearly, but I mean, like, as in they can't do stuff physically. It has to be like humanity does. I don't know. It's really, really confusing. And like, what are they up to? That's what I want to know. But yeah, this is Confessions and Lamentations. I'm not going to waste any more time. I want to get into this. So yeah, this will be Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 18, titled Confessions and Lamentations. And yeah, without further ado, let's just straight into this. Alright, it's Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 18, titled Confessions and Lamentations. And yeah, let's get straight into this. Interested to see what that title will mean. Because,
there you go.
Yeah, it sounds
Captain,
interesting.
You got a minute?
Sure, what's up?
We've got a Marcab transport almost 10 hours overdue. I've been trying to raise her, but she's not responding. So I'd like to send a flight of Starfuries out to her last known position, see if there's a problem.
Better to be sure, I agree.
Good. I'll send out Zeta Squadron as soon as Lieutenant Keffer gets back.
He had been ill for some time. His family is quite content with my diagnosis. One might only wish that you would extend me the same courtesy. We do have jurisdiction over our own kind, you know.
Yes, as you have reminded me 3 times already. Look, Lazarin, this is not about courtesy, it's not about respect. Nobody knows Marcab biology better than you do. A compliment. The 4th dead Marcab in 3 days. All by natural causes. Now, statistically, this is way out of proportion.
Stephen, surely you're not suggesting foul play.
I'm not suggesting anything. I just want more information. Pending any other findings, I'll formally accept your certificate of death. However, I do reserve the right to run a few tests just to be sure. I'm gonna go wash up and then arrange for the deceased to be transferred to MedLab for a routine autopsy. Something here doesn't add up, and unlike Mr. Garibaldi, I don't like mysteries.
So, what is happening with this species then? 4 dead in the past 3 days. Definitely isn't natural causes. So maybe this guy's a serial killer in disguise.
Babylon Project was our
Not sure about
last
this episode so
best
far.
hope for peace.
Doesn't seem very gripping, but I guess we'll
A
find out. But
self-contained world
what's
5
Kepper
miles
seeing?
long, located in neutral territory.
What's he chasing?
What was her last position?
Sector 23,
Oh,
grid
right, this ship,
230
I
by
completely
9 by
forgot
40.
that.
Cargo?
Nothing
Of
major
course.
as far as we know.
This ship who was supposed
Cartier's
to arrive
civilian
10 hours
transport
ago.
left the Marcab homeworld 9 days ago. I've linked her homing beacon onto your scanners, so you shouldn't have a hard time finding her. The captain wants a moratorium on your little expeditions into hyperspace.
Come on, Commander, it's on my own time.
That's not the issue. Things are getting a little nuts around here right now. You should know that better than anyone else.
But there's something out there.
Yes, there is. There's something out there.
That's
There's also
why we
something in
wanna
here.
know.
The something in here is me giving you a direct order.
Commander,
If there's some part of that sentence that you don't understand, Lieutenant, I'd be happy to explain it to you over the next 4 months. We'll be watching Zeta Squadron go on missions without you.
Understood. We'll be back in a few hours.
Near spent the last 2 days preparing the
That
meal.
looks good.
2 days.
Starred her Aaron.
For a meal with such an honored guest, there are
Yes, it
rituals
is.
and traditions. The food must be sanctified during each of the 15 stages of cooking. For instance,
15.
the spices must be
That's a
blessed
nightmare.
and a specific prayer spoken when they are used. Each spice can only be used once, of course, and in the correct order. If an error is made, the entire meal must be abandoned and we must begin again from scratch.
So
Oh
when
my
do you
God.
sleep?
One does not sleep during the...
What? What's wrong?
As there are rituals to follow in preparing a meal of this nature, there are other rituals we must observe in eating the meal. Otherwise, the
Okay.
food is no longer sanctified and,
What ritual?
Lanier
How long
must
will it
begin
take?
all over again.
Oh yeah, poor Lanier.
Certainly
was
wouldn't
not-
want that, would we?
Yeah.
What do I do?
You hand me your bowl, and I hand you mine.
Okay, that's quite
Gesture of
simple.
welcoming. And then
Oh,
we offer
yeah.
a portion of our meal to the one who prepared it.
That's it. That's such a tiny portion. Oh my god.
It is then tradition for
Oh
the guest
my God.
to set aside one piece of flarn in the memory.
Oh, is there any more steps still, Anne?
Well,
We may eat now,
good.
with the right hand.
Wait, yeah, what the hell? He's using his left hand? What? Unless he's left-handed, but still. It's not common to hold the fork with the right hand? Somebody let me know, I swear to God.
We must
Wait,
now
no.
wait for a few moments before eating again.
No, it's, oh my God, what is going
We
on in my
meditate
brain?
upon food.
Fork left? No, Jesus Christ. My brain just went... I don't even know. Of course it's normal to eat with the left, it's just the way we were seeing it, it looked weird. So, yeah, but imagine holding the fork in the right hand, it's just a bit... Sheridan's just annoyed he wants to eat his food. I don't think it's anybody on
Going in for a
board.
closer look. Hang back till
Oh.
I checked her out.
Roger,
Not
Zeta.
talking.
Peter, are we close enough for a more detailed scan of the Cartier?
Oh wow, it is empty.
Check again. There are supposed to be over 200 Marcabs on board that thing.
Mark Habs, right.
Detecting
That same
200
species.
life
What's
forms.
going...
But you said life forms, but not
They're all
life
dead?
signs. All 203 of them, they're all dead?
Confirmed.
What is going on? Why are they all dying? Maybe a plague or something that's killing them all? Or they're being wiped out? It's got to be like an illness, right? It can't just be mass murder. Why?
MedLab 2, this is Dr. Franklin. Have the bodies of those 3 dead Marcabs been sent back to their homeworld yet?
No, Doctor. We just finished processing the paperwork.
Good. Get them up here to MedLab 1, stat.
Is there a problem?
I don't know.
You were asleep.
No, I wasn't. I was meditating.
The sound you were making is part of human meditation?
I don't know. Sheridan, go.
We've got a problem in Bay 14, Captain.
The ritual of the meal was concluded some moments before you began meditating.
Well, thank you once again for your invitation.
We must do it again.
Yes, of course.
Lanier would love to do that, wouldn't he? 2 days again.
Bye.
I mean, it's a nice gesture, isn't it?
I cannot allow your people inside.
Oh. Well, this ship was found floating dead in space. Now, we have to have...
We have a right to privacy.
You mean the right to hide the truth?
Which is?
We've had 4 dead Markab in the past 3 days. Dr. Lazarin has certified them all death by natural causes. Nothing jumped out about them in a cursory autopsy, so I let it go. But I just finished a more detailed examination of the bodies. They were all killed by some kind of plague or infectious disease that was brought onto the station by your people. Now, I want to know how terminal and how contagious.
And 100% contagious.
That's great, isn't it? Because if a player gets on Babylon 5, I'm surprised it's never happened before, to be honest.
Damn it, Lazarin. What were you thinking? Did you really think that you could keep this a secret?
No.
Well, then why didn't you say something? This plague is spreading through your people like wildfire.
It is not something we talk about.
What? Why didn't it spread?
They were isolated by weather for nearly a year. And by the time anybody got out of the island, the disease had wiped out the population. There was no one left alive to spread it to the new arrivals. And we assumed that the disease dead-ended at that point.
Lazarin, you are a doctor.
Well, it's still
you know
here.
as well as I do that diseases, they can go dormant for years or centuries. They can mutate, they can come back at you out of nowhere. Now, why weren't preparations made?
Over time, it became more than just a disease. It became, I don't know, a legend, a specter, used to frighten children into behaving. Be good, or the Dark Angel will bring you the curse of Drappa. Only the immoral would ever be touched by it. By then, several of them had become infected, but because they believed that they were moral, they were sure they would not be touched. Each new infection was accompanied by silence and fear and the assumption that they were immune.
What about the ship?
Rumors about a new outbreak of Drappa had gotten out, and some of my people believed it was a judgment against our world and decided to get out before it was too late. They have escaped to all of our colonies, carrying the disease everywhere.
It's gonna kill millions.
You knew about this a year ago. Why didn't you come to me? Why did you try to block our examination of the ship? We could have helped.
Because I was forbidden. Because we were ordered to remain silent. Our leaders were afraid the people would take the disease as a sign from the gods that we had fallen from grace. They were afraid they would be voted out for attacking the public good. They were afraid. May the gods forgive me. I do not know.
Well, let's hope not. Or the whole of Babylon 5 could be under quarantine with nearly all the station dying if it gets out. Oh, and this guy, has this kid got the plague? And he's walking around infecting everybody? Please say no.
Papa, Mama sent me to find you. You are very late for food, and she is very upset. She says for you to come home at once. Papa? Papa, wake up.
I think Papa's dead.
Papa!
The next 24 hours are absolutely critical if we're going to control the spread of this disease. Dr. Lazarin says the incubation period can last several weeks or just a few days. Until then, it's absolutely invisible. Once symptoms appear, the patient expires inside 24 hours.
And there's no cure?
No, not yet. We know otherwise, we have to assume the entire Marquette community has been infected.
What about everybody else?
That's the big question. Is the disease contagious outside their species? And if so, is it transmitted through air, touch, bodily fluids, or some other means? If it's physically transmitted, we might have a chance at containment. If it's airborne, given that all the air in here is recycled, the entire station might be infected.
I don't think it will be as bad as they're worrying about, though. I don't see it becoming...
Doctor, it's your jurisdiction.
A main plague and killing
What's the plan?
the whole station.
I want
don't
every
see that
Marquette
happening.
on this station brought in for a complete physical examination.
Whoa, Doc, they'll scream bloody murder. They'll say that we're implying that they're immoral.
We have to know how far this thing is spread. Now, more importantly, we have to find someone who is infected before the disease becomes terminal so we can follow its progress. Low blood pressure, swelling of the lymph nodes and surface glands, it's all in my report.
Is that certain?
Now, once this disease comes out of dormancy, it heads straight for the central nervous system where somehow it starts shutting down the neural pathways that control respiration and heartbeat. Then, inside 24 hours, paralysis and death. then moving them into a different part of the station is not going to solve the problem. All the air is recycled. If it turns out that the disease is not transmissible to other species, then confining them to one area will only speed up the infection among the Marcab community without good reason.
That's true.
On the other hand, when word gets out that we've got the next best thing to the Black Death roaming the station, it's going to scare everybody.
Better cancel all leaves for security personnel. I have a hunch you're going to need them, sir.
Repeating our announcement. No ship will be allowed to depart Babylon 5 until further notice.
Next.
Oh, what is that? He's infected, right?
All right, that'll do it. Thank you. Next, please.
This is an outrage. I will not have my people treated in this fashion. Poked, prodded, accused.
Ambassador Fashar.
You are spreading hysteria and fear about my people that is totally unwarranted. On top of that, you're disgracing good and decent people by implying they're unclean, immoral.
No one said anything of the kind.
That is the absolute implication. How do I know
No, that's
this
your
isn't a conspiracy on the
perspective
part
on it,
of
isn't
your
it?
world
Your
to
belief.
destroy my people?
Which you can have your
For all
beliefs,
I
but
know,
still,
this
we gotta make
disease
sure
was
people.
planted in our drinking water, our food. None of this happened until we began coming here. We are gathering together in an isolation zone, away from others, away from outsiders. We will stay and pray and repent. And when we come out, we alone will survive.
If you do that, you'll just end up spreading the disease among your own people that much faster.
I refuse to listen to this.
Oh,
You
this
have
is
been
so
warned.
stupid.
Stay away from us.
There's a difference between beliefs
Looks like
and.
we just made a decision about quarantine for you.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons. What is it, Doctor?
Better get down to Brown 17, Captain. First, our tests confirmed the disease is airborne. We have to assume it's all over the station. Second, I found a dead Pakmara. No signs of violence.
Is it the plague?
Won't know until we do an autopsy. Disease may be spreading into the general population.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
Yes, inside, hurry.
Is this really
It's for
going to
the
spread
best. Trust
like
me.
humans as well? And
We
everybody?
are the pure. If we believe, then the dark angel of Drafa will pass over.
I wish it was that easy. I really do.
Inside now, everyone inside.
The isolab is hermetically sealed. If I am contaminated, it will not get through the airlock. It will give me a chance to do some good, Stephen.
This guy is a really brave
Give me that
character, you know.
much.
Really honourable as well. Very good character. Doing the right thing. But still, he's dead. Unless they find a cure, he's dead. So, yeah, let's hope they find a cure.
And we've had 3 more incidents of violence against Marcabs in the past
So, like,
2
Franklin
hours.
would do the
It's
exact
getting
same
ugly
thing
out
if he was
there,
in his position.
Some of the
that
more
guy's
extreme
position.
human and alien groups think that they found a solution to the problem. Wipe out the Marcabs, you wipe out the problem.
Seems we've heard that before.
Yeah.
How's their quarantine going?
Well, 4,000 out of the estimated 5,000 resident Marcabs have entered the isolation zone.
Tell Garibaldi to take some of his people off the search
a
teams and put them
nightmare.
on patrol. Any violence is to be stopped immediately.
Will do. Try to get some sleep, Captain. I'll take first watch and have someone wake you in 4 hours. CNC out.
Ambassador, we can't let anyone off this station.
I would like to be allowed into the isolation zone. I've spoken with Ambassador Fashar, and he's willing to allow us entry.
Why?
Yeah, why?
They're in pain, frightened, dying. Minbaria taught that at such a time, the afflicted should be ministered to, comforted.
They're not your own people, Delenn.
I didn't know that similarity was required for the exercise of compassion.
Delenn is just an amazing person, it seems.
Lanier has asked
The
me to
Minbaris
Delenn,
are...
I cannot
I
allow this.
understand
Amazing.
the risk, Captain.
It seems.
If the disease is limited only...
You will be exposing yourself to massive contamination. If I let you into that isolation zone, I can't let you out again.
All life is transitory. A dream. We all come together in the same place. at the
Oh,
end
this is
of
like the
time.
conversation they had ages ago.
If I don't see you again here, in a little
Oh,
while,
wow. It's really going... It's going down
a
that
place where
path?
no shadows fall.
This is amazing, really.
Delenn? Call me John.
Call me Delenn. Oh, I guess... Well, that's what you can call me. That is interesting. So, Delenn... Sheridan. Oh, come on!
What are you on his side, huh? Shut up! Come on,
Oh
get out.
god, these people are such
Go
idiots,
move it!
man. Let's go, man. Got your back. Everybody's got you. The Minbaris are honestly so... what's the word? Like... just so... I can't think of a perfect word for it. But... not self-centered. The opposite of self-centered. Doing everything for everyone else because of their view. Like, the Minbari's view on life and everything, their outlook, is so holistic and so beautiful in a way, isn't it? It's like what everyone would aim to achieve. Like their values, their attitudes, it's brilliant. I think the Minbari is definitely the most advanced species in terms of their attitudes and morals. Definitely.
Plague is spreading fast.
And the violence?
So far, they've got it under control. I mean, everyone's looking for someone to blame. Same old story.
Always are.
Black Death, AIDS, Chalmers syndrome. Millions die, and no one remembers the lessons we've learned.
What was this, Black Death?
Well, it hit Earth around the middle of the 14th century. Before it was finished, it wiped out 3/4 of the European population. They said the same things, too. It was punishment from God for our immorality. Some
always
blamed the
is.
Jews and the lepers for poisoning the wells, and others
It's ridiculous,
said
man.
the plague was sent. But cats were the only means of controlling the real source of the plague, the rats and the fleas
Rats,
that were
yeah,
using.
right. That's so
all they
ridiculous.
were doing was helping the plague spread even faster.
That does seem to be the rule, doesn't it? Analyze the problem, choose whichever strategy makes least sense, and then do it.
Oh, don't say this guy. This guy's such a good character as well. Such a genuine person, man. And he's gonna be killed. Oh, please find a cure and save this guy. For the love of God, please. I'm not talking about God. It's not from God. It's not because you're immoral. The Len is honestly the most, I was gonna say, the most amazing human being. The most amazing human Minbari. There you go. And her new look is amazing, by the way. Honestly.
I can't find my mama.
Then we will find her for you.
I don't see a mom said as well.
Lanier!
I don't see Lanier. I don't see Lanier still. Okay, good.
She is separated from her mother.
Is anybody around here called Mom? Hello, Mom. Yeah, I don't think you'll get anywhere, but have a little bit of faith.
There's a definite increase in respiration of A cells. Yellow blood cell count.
500 per thousand and dropping.
Neurotransmission
Great episode,
efficiency.
man of science,
Down
man of
15%.
faith,
All right,
lost.
cross-reference the two, see if they're dropping at the same rate. Maybe the drop in cells is causing the neural pathways to degrade.
Give me 10 minutes.
Oh, please
Got
save
5
this guy.
It was back home, and you were on layover. You were hitchhiking on starships then. You were very funny. Everything to you was a problem to be solved, test to be passed. But you know, Stephen, sometimes the test is not to find the answer, it's to see how you react when you realize there is no answer.
That's such a great line
It's
from
the
that guy.
plague. It jumps species.
To who?
All right, Mitch, Sabi, you take Sims down to MedLab 2. You take apart that Pakmara inch by inch. There's got to be a reason why they fell sick before the humans or the Narns or anybody else. Now, that similarity may be what we need to crack this thing. Now, go, move. And if we're going to beat this thing, we need all the information we can get. Now, I want a complete biogenic comparison of these two groups in an hour, or by God, you're going to have something a hell of a lot worse than the plague to worry about. Now, move! I want it!
Good man, Franklin.
Has he found Mama
He kind of
yet?
has to be that way in this situation, doesn't he?
not yet.
Or else
But he will.
all species are at risk.
I can't help.
The more I looked for them, the more lost I became. The streets became smaller,
Lost.
narrower, darker. I was so afraid. Then I found myself in an old temple, and I thought I would wait here.
Surely a better way of doing it would be to ask what his name is,
Faith
and then,
manages.
like the mum would say. But still, Lanier, good job. God, I love Minbaris. Oh no! Is he dying now? God, we need a cure. Need a cure. Right now.
Adjust RNA sequence to match level 1 codes.
But how would you administer a cure like that? You got to manufacture it and everything. Unless it's some airborne, you got to put it through the air. But if it's an injection,
Cross-analyze Markab yellow blood cells
make
with
the stuff and
green cells.
Is he dead?
Lazarin.
Oh man, are you serious? I know his name's Lazarin, but let's hope he's Lazarus needs to rise back up again. That's getting smashed. That is definitely there for a reason. Yeah. I know this show too well at this point, I swear to God.
Cross-analysis between Marcab yellow cells and Pac-Mara green cells complete. Match found.
So what does that mean? Because I'm a
Sure.
dumbass.
The
Sharing
brain
some
gives orders to
properties?
the body through a complex chain of electrochemical relays. An electrical impulse runs the length of a neuron and stops at a break called the synaptic gap. The electrical impulse is translated to biochemical form. Now, I assume that the disease was attacking the nerve itself, but there was never any damage. What it was actually doing was neutralizing the chemicals in the synaptic gap.
In other words, an order comes from the brain to the gap, but the chemicals that are supposed to relay the information to the next neuron don't work anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, so
pump.
nothing's getting...
The lungs aren't ordered to breathe.
Right, because it's not being transmitted.
Have you developed a profile of who's most prone to being infected?
The Pac-Mara, it's the green cells. Now, those are the ones targeted by the disease. Now, fortunately, our bodies don't work that way. But given a chance, the disease could mutate into something that could affect us all if we don't stop it now. Yellow and green cell production with a series of regular injections.
Iron
now,
lung.
those who
Sort of
receive
iron
the
lung.
injections, over time, will produce
Obviously,
stronger
metaphorical
cells that are capable of withstanding the disease. It wasn't time. I've prepared enough for 500 doses to start, but we will have to hurry.
Let's hope this works, Franklin. If they're not all dead...
Any reply to our message yet?
No, sir.
What if
Open it
they're all
up.
dead? Ah. Yeah. I thought as much. Where's Delenn? That's Lanier. No, never mind. That is Delenn and Lanier. Delenn's infected? Is she? Can't be. I can't believe they're all dead though. I mean... Hi, John. Yeah, that is awful. That species is just gonna get wiped out.
You are to be congratulated for finding a way to stop the plague from spreading further.
Well, any thanks is more properly directed to Dr. Franklin. We dodged the bullet this time.
So it did work. Thank God for that.
Medical ships dispatched to the Marcab homeworld have confirmed the death toll. The entire planetary population has been wiped out by the plague.
Oh my
Over
God.
2 billion dead, in addition to another 2 or 3 million on other colonies and outposts.
That
Although it
is
is expected that some
ridiculous.
Marcabs...
Hey,
ships from other worlds
what do you
have been
call
sighted
2 billion dead Marcabs?
Oh.
Planetary redecorating.
Ha 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 ha.
News.
Is that a joke?
News gives me the creeps. You know, I heard it was the Vorlons that poisoned that place. You know how they are.
Nothing changes.
Yeah. Always someone who's doing something. And why is that guy wearing like a... We saw him earlier as well. Guy with what's it even called? Bloody gas mask. Yeah. Wow. That was a good episode. Had nothing to do with the main storyline, but I liked it. I liked how the themes explored with the Minbaris, with Delenn, with Franklin, and that doctor guy. I loved it. It was a great episode. But now I just can't wait to go on to the next few episodes. It's episode 18, I believe it's episode 22 episodes. So we're getting closer to season 2, and I can't wait. I'm feeling this to pick up. Yeah, I do really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, until the next one, bye.